Welcome to Warblog. This is the January 2021 game introduction overview. I've been planning to do this for a long time because the old one was not quite as I would like. And I intended to script it out, but I just haven't really got round to doing that, so I'm just going to do this all on the fly. Essentially, Warblog is a blog about modern wars. It's also a hex encounter game that you can play online. The cost is either €50 annually or €5 monthly subscription, handled by PayPal. You can do other things. You can play a multiplayer, so you can sign up for a game and play with someone else, and you can also print games out and play them, print and play. I'm just going to use a very basic example which I've been working with recently. Once you print the game out, you get the little map references, and then you can print the map only or the units only, etc, etc. This one has a timeline. This is a certain feature of some of the elements of the game, but just to give you a quick idea of how it works. Obviously, what we're seeing here is a lot of ground movement, but the game also has a lot of other features, including air warfare, drones, naval warfare, and particular integral features such as mine laying, mine clearance, bridge laying, bridge destroying, earthworks, that's entrenchments and things like that. The site features games covering a modern conflict from 1945 through to date. So, and quite often it will cover games that are evolving, or wars that are evolving. It's designed to be both a game which can be played for pleasure, but as well as a simulation and a tool to give you perhaps some perspective. For example, this is part of the Tanzania-Uganda war from around 1979, I believe, and 1979, a capture of Jinja, which is this place here. Now, there really isn't a lot of information on here, and so a lot of the games that feature are quite often unexplored in their own right. And so if you have an interest in, say, a certain conflict, you're quite likely to find something possibly relating to that conflict on this site. For example, you can see all the conflicts that are covered here, some in more depth than others. Many of these already only have one item in them, but quite a few of them have a lot more. So if you're interested in the Soviet-Afghan war, there's a fair number of items on that. So there's over 10. So we can see that there's 12 games from that period. Not all the game. It's probably maybe not the best thing to call them games, because sometimes they are so clearly unplayable. There are some games where there are no enemy units. There are some games where it's impossible to win for one side. They're more models and reflections of the situations that they cover. However, that's the basic overview. I'm actually going to keep it quite short there. The game should be self-evident. There's plenty of social media links along the top here to give you insight, in particular YouTube, which has a lot of videos. I'm also sort of replicating a lot of that across Vimeo and some other video platforms, just for the sake of covering a lot of things. But depending on where you're coming from, you can see quite a lot of snapshots on the Instagram, Pinterest, Flickr, all these social media things up here will have some information and detail about the games, and plus there's these additional ones down here that are sort of almost supplementary. You can sign up, play all of these games as many times as you want online, print and play them with other people. If you can find another person playing Warblog, you can exchange IP. Well, you only have to exchange one IP, and the other person can then play. So it's multiplayer. Generally, it's designed to play solo. But that should be really all you need to know. If that's of interest to you, then all you need to do is to click the sign up button, which will be somewhere. I don't have the sign up in front of me, I don't think, because I'm already logged in. Spin off from the site is the Journal of Modern War. You can shop for merchandise. You can become a Patreon. So it's all there. Have a look around. Sign up if it interests you. And I hope you enjoy yourself. Cheerio.